This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
iHeart presents the Big Three Playoffs. This Sunday, the remaining 4 teams battle to make the championship in the most physical, fierce, and competitive basketball league in the world. The action starts with the Big Three Monster Energy Celebrity Game. Then Dwight Howard and his LA Riot take on Montrezl Harrell and Dr. J Chicago Triplets. The finale will see popular Miami 305 with stars MVP Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson take on Nancy Lieberman's Dallas Power. Who will make it to the Big Three Championship? The no-holds-barred action starts Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific, only on CBS.
KFAN.
We all remember that one teacher who made a difference, who believed in us, challenged us, or just made learning fun. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way with iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding public school teacher who's gone above and beyond for their students to win $5,000 to stock their classroom with whatever they need. Today's teacher of the day is Timothy Huss, who teaches at Universal Academy Charter School and who, folks told us, is always ensuring that his students have the resources they need to be successful both inside and outside the classroom. Help us say thank you to the teachers who are shaping our future. Nominate your favorite teacher now at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
I love that, man. I'm so glad we're doing that. I'm just love the teachers out there, and I've been lucky enough to meet so many of them, and especially my friends at Reach out, in Hutchinson, and man, they work their butts off for very, very little money. Just ridiculous that I get paid what I paid to tell fart jokes. And they're out there teaching our kids, and they're having to buy their own supplies. So I'm glad we're doing that. Let's do more of that kind of thing, huh?
I agree.
Hey, that's Parker Fox.
Hey, Parker Fox. Sorry, I didn't intro myself.
I'm glad you're here, brother.
Brett, this is radio. You got to tell people you're here.
Yep. Good morning.
I'm here.
And you'll be back tomorrow.
And I'll be back tomorrow. We're double dipping this week.
How about that? The final quarterfinal of the Initials Invitational is tomorrow. The GOAT AJ, the number 1 seed, takes on Eric Nordquist, who's made a finals run in the past. Brian Oak will be here tomorrow. And then Parker Fox and Taylor Heisey make their tournament debuts.
Tough group for me, huh?
That's tough.
I mean, yeah.
Just tell me how it is.
Right into the GOAT. Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah, but look, we've seen upsets this tournament.
And who knows?
Why not? Take them down.
But you're also going against your beloved.
That's true.
I mean, that's tough.
I know. We're going to have to... Well, we're spending the weekend in Chicago, too. We're doing a little Chicago trip. So any Chicago suggestions, feel free to throw them at me. But we're excited to kind of get away. It's our first time after the engagement, like actually spending like one-on-one time and being able to go hang out. There's been a lot of moving parts. She was just in Lake Placid for 2 weeks with USA Hockey. So it'll be good to kind of to chillax. And
do you guys like roller coasters?
I love roller coasters.
Six Flags Great America right outside of Chicago. I believe in Gurnee, Illinois or something like that.
Gurnee,
I think it's close.
Sounds right. That sounds accurate.
May I ask you a couple of other qualifying questions?
Yeah, I would love questions.
Do you like to gamble?
I do like to gamble.
There's a new casino right downtown Chicago. Really, right downtown. Really, very cool place. Do you like musicals and Broadway type shows?
I do. Yeah.
A lot of the great run shows are right there in that same very same area.
Okay.
Do you like hookers?
Probably not when I'm on a trip with my fiance.
Okay, then no.
Unless she likes them,
I'll scratch that
we'll do
part.
it.
Well, then I guess, does she like roller coasters? Because then maybe she can go to Six Flags.
She does.
And you can spend a weekend with hookers.
Oh, okay,
I have other things. I'm just going to scratch that off.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a good weekend. Just throw her on a roller coaster and I go hang out and gamble and hang out with hookers.
And then there's, I believe, a thing, I think it's still called Comedy Sports, which is really cool.
Those are two of my favorite things.
Yeah, right, exactly. And then there's Second City, of course.
The legendary Second City.
Second City. If you like comedy, I'd encourage you for all those things. So there you go. There's a few ideas for you, buddy.
Zach, your hands up.
Question for you, Parker.
Yes.
You're talking about roller coasters. There's a lot of roller coasters you have to be a certain height to ride. Are there any ones that you can be too tall to ride?
You know what's interesting is I don't think there's probably a yes for that. Like Zach Edey probably couldn't ride some roller coaster rides, but the one at Valley Fair where you it's like in the U, it just goes up and down.
Yeah.
And it goes really fast.
Yep.
There's like no there's like your feet just hang and the ground's right there. And I was always scared of that. Like when I was growing, I like got to like 6'8", like probably my junior year of high school. And we went to Valley Fair my junior or senior year. And I just remember being so scared that my feet were going to clip the ground, and you're going like 70 miles an hour on that thing. So I was always like lifting my legs up, engaging the core.
I was going to go today to Valley Fair, but the kiddos got gymnastics tonight. And, it's like, we don't want to be watching the clock when you're at Valley Fair. You want to just be able to go.
You got to turn your brain off and just enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's the first time I've ever felt good about being short. I've never, ever worried that my feet were going to drag the ground on anything.
Fair.
Yeah, that's true.
Ever.
Roller coasters are fun.
Steel
I
Venom.
do not like them.
Yeah,
Steel Venom. That's what it is. And I'm sorry for not knowing. I should know that.
It's
as a
okay,
Minnesotan.
buddy.
But yeah, Steel Venom. That's the one I was always a little afraid of. So maybe we'll find the Ferris wheel on what's that? The Navy Pier out there in Chicago,
Yeah,
or
that's there.
do something fun. So
That
yeah,
big
we're
mirror
excited.
bean thing.
Oh yeah, the bean. I feel like when you've gone to the bean once, you've seen the bean already. Did you see these guys were trying to like?
Amen, brother.
Yeah, true. Did you see these guys are trying to say there's a man that lives inside the bean that's been living in there for however many years? There's like this big social media bit.
Hey, man, last segment, Zach thought a pig was high and doing a death roll, so people will fall for almost anything.
I was driving in, and I can't believe none of you referred to that as tailored ham. Pork roll, pig, pork roll, tailored ham.
Pork roll's genius.
Yeah.
The death roll for a pig would be a pork roll.
A pork roll.
Wow, that's really great.
Makes a lot of sense.
Or where do they differentiate pork roll and Taylor ham? Is that like a Philly thing?
Don't know.
Hawk, do you
Food
know?
is not my wheelhouse.
I guess I never thought of it. No, I have no idea.
I think it's like a geographical.
Oddity.
Yeah.
Every time I'm watching Jeopardy in any of the categories when Ken Jennings is going through them, if it's like Italian cuisine, I'm like, I'm going 0 for 5. This ain't for me.
It's like the sports one where they have like just these nerds up there and they ask sports questions, and they're
the
like
best.
the most basic sports questions, and these guys are just blank. It's so funny.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Taylor ham is a regional colloquialism. Man, I looked at that word and I said,
you
why
nailed
am
it.
I
It's a
reading
Hard
that?
word right
You
there.
got it, though, buddy. You got it.
For pork roll, it's specifically the brand produced by Taylor Provisions. So
Okay.
I know
it's
her.
like a Kleenex tissue type thing, I think.
Any word that has 6 syllables is just hard to say. Colloquialism.
One of
That might
my
be 7 syllables.
other least favorite categories in Jeopardy is 6-syllable words.
Really? They have that?
Probably.
Yeah,
I've been, this is a completely apropos of nothing, and we're supposed to be doing sports, but
There's nothing going on.
for some reason now my algorithm is showing me all these old concert announcement calendars for different places across the country from the 80s and 90s.
Oh, wow.
Listen to 1993, and this is, I believe this is in Chicago. But these are the tours coming through town to this one venue. Stone Temple Pilots, Butthole Surfers, and Flaming Lips. That's on the 10th. On the 17th, Bon Jovi with opening band Extreme. On the 20th, Duran Duran with Terrence Trent D'Arby. On the 23rd, Van Halen with Vince Neil as the opening band. And then on the 30th, 7 days later, Barry Manilow.
Wow.
That'd be a good little trip.
Yeah. Man, music was so awesome back then.
Is it crazy that I couldn't name a single song title of any of those artists?
Even Bon Jovi.
I mean, like, I could probably know a couple of Bon Jovi songs, but I couldn't sit here and be like, Bon Jovi's song so-and-so is
come on, you can do
so
that.
good.
Tell me one. Come on. There's got to be one Bon. You got it. There's
I
one.
promise you I would hear it and I would almost know all the lyrics to the song and I'd be able to sing it, but I couldn't.
So 0 songs
Not
by
one comes to
Stone
mind.
Temple Pilots.
Wait, but Bon Jovi's the killer here. Hold on. There's not one by Bon Jovi that comes to mind. You can't think of
I know,
one song
Hawk.
title.
I know.
It's generational.
I know.
I understand, but this is one of this is.
Trust me, like I said, if you allowed me to like hear the first lyrics of the song.
He's having a fit over there. Just ignore him.
Doing a pork roll.
That doesn't do anything.
What if I said a shot through the heart?
And you're too blind.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, like I know it. Like I'll be able to
Just
sing
didn't know
it,
it was
but I
them.
couldn't sit here and be like, these are the top 5
Yeah, yeah.
Bon Jovi songs or the
Same
top
thing with
5
Van Halen.
Van Halen.
You can't name one Van Halen song.
No, it's
strange.
Like, it's like the kids you see the kids that go on TikTok and like they'll run up to a kid that has like a T-shirt on
Yeah.
that says Van Halen and be like, name the top 5 songs, and they all go blank. it's true. Like I would probably know the songs, but I couldn't off the top of my head, like you say, name the top Van Halen songs. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Right.
I'm sorry. That was -6 years old in 1993.
It's completely cool. I just, so in 1983, you're -6. So in 1964, I was -6. And I guarantee you I could come up with 55 songs from 1964.
Yeah.
It's just music mattered so much more to my generation than it does to yours.
That's true. Yeah. I tend to not really even listen to music all that much anymore. I'm really a podcast guy. Like I'm strictly listening
outside
to
of the Power Trip morning show.
Well, you podcast the Power Trip.
Outside of that, what other podcasts do you listen to?
Our podcasts.
Other than the Power Trip morning show, which I listen to every single day. I love Theo Vaughn's podcast. I'm consistently listening to Theo Vaughn's podcast. I don't think I've ever missed an episode. He just had the Rizzler on, which was just absolutely.
Is he a Joker kind of like a Batman bad guy?
Do you know the Rizzler?
I don't know who that is.
He's this probably 7 or 8 year old kid.
Oh, okay, yeah.
From New York.
That's a huge bitch.
He is a huge kid. And he does this Riz face, and it's hilarious. It was a terrible podcast, but
shocking,
just so funny. And then I just do sports podcasts. You guys know I'm a big NBA junkie, so I listen to NBA University, The Low Post. I listen to Dane's podcast. I listen to a bunch of local stuff, and then I like what do you call them now? I'm just blanking on the Barstool guys.
Part of my take.
Part of my take. Yeah. I used to listen to that a lot, not as much anymore. But I don't know. Music is just not I think it's not the same as when you guys were growing up. No, it doesn't have the same effect.
I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that it saved my life. It was a huge part of my life.
I believe it.
So I don't want to cut open too deep a vein here, Parker, but have you made some decisions about 2025, 2026 yet?
Ooh, wow. Big hitters this morning.
Yeah, I mean, and you don't have to answer that.
No, I don't think, to be honest with you, Hawk, and I think this summer has kind of been like the summer of decompression for me.
You deserve that.
This is the first summer in my whole life where I haven't, all I think, eat, sleep is basketball.
Yeah, and you've really let yourself go, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Give me the pros and cons of doing that decompression.
I think, it's been good for me to kind of just realize and figure out that like basketball was a huge part of my life. It still will continue to be a huge part of my life, just not in the playing aspect. Like I just had my 3rd knee surgery. I've had all these other lingering issues pop up, just injury wise. And I think that's kind of allowed me to know like it's okay to be done playing basketball, which is something when you've done it your whole life and you've put everything you had into it. And I was always kind of the under recruited guy that had to like go the extra mile to make it work. And, I wasn't always the physically strongest or physically best shape. So I had to like put in that extra work to get there, which kind of broke my body down, i.e. the 3rd knee surgery. Yeah. That's kind of allowed me just to realize like it's okay. Like, and there's other avenues in it, right? Like I can sit here and talk it with you guys. I can, go on TV and talk it. I can
run a camp or something. Maybe.
I can run a camp. I can
make that money.
Exactly. So there's 1,000 different things you can do to stay in the sport. And I think it would be dumb of me to get out of it because I think I have a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge in the sport.
Do you still have love for it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I love the sport. I coached the Pro-Am this summer. I had my team in the Twin Cities Pro-Am and I'm not being able to play like stunk, man. I wish I could have gone out there and played, but at the end of the day, I think it was right for me because I know that my next chapter isn't playing basketball. It might be talking basketball. It might be coaching basketball. I don't know, but I think this summer is kind of allowing me to do that and kind of find my other passions. Because when you put everything into a single entity, like a single thing, it becomes your sole focus. So I think for me, that decompression is really good right now.
Yeah, let me take a step deeper, and you can again tell me none of my business, or just prefer not to answer. No, it's completely cool. But are you concerned at all about do you feel like you have a good bead on some options?
Yeah, I think there's some really good options out there, but I think also, Hawk, just to be honest with you, I really haven't even thought about it too much.
Good. I'm glad for you, man.
And that's been something that I like kind of just told myself going into the summer. I'm like, just close your brain off to it a little bit because there'll be, like you said, I appreciate you asking, but there's a lot of people asking, right? Obviously.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So it's just like, sometimes it's okay to just say, I don't know yet.
Dude, and I am so happy for you that you can do that.
Yeah.
Because the other side of that coin is being concerned about it all the time. And I'm so grateful for you as your friend that's not happening for you. I mean, enjoy it, dude.
Yeah, totally.
Do what a lot of us can't do. Enjoy your moment. For God's sakes.
Yeah, those doors are still going to be open months
always.
From now. So there's no rush.
It's
the rat race, right?
Yeah.
But I also think it sounds like you're off to a good start because, Parrish has told us over the years that one of the hardest things about stopping your sport that you've played your entire life is that search for identity. Like, if I'm not a hockey player, what the hell am I?
Yeah.
It sounds like already you're like, well, I'm going to be around basketball. The playing part's over. That sucks. But, like, it's not like Parker Fox, the basketball player, has to die by not playing. You can still be a part of the game and get out there and run up and down the court with kids you're coaching or whatever the deal is. It's not over for you.
And if I'm honest with you, like, if this would have been 4 years ago, I would have really struggled. I would have been in a really hard place. But I think going through 2 injuries and like actually having some adversity, because I'm a kid from Matamidi that had it pretty good and grew up well and never had to worry about like food or a place to stay, like none of that. Like, I never had to worry about anything, right? Yeah. And it wasn't until the knee injuries that I actually started to have to worry about like what my future looked like. So those were difficult, but I think just kind of being vulnerable and getting help and, sports psychology and seeing a therapist and that kind of stuff, like really truly did help me. And I think it's something that kind of goes under the radar. That's why I started my podcast. And I've had a lot of, really good feedback from high school and younger kids and parents that reach out to me that their kid's going through some sort of injury. And they're just like, thank you for creating this platform for my son or my daughter to listen to, because your identity really does get lost when you're sitting on a training room for 14 to 16 months. And I did that back-to-back years. So it was tough for me to like admit that and go see like a sports psych and get help. But I think it was the greatest thing for me, because if I found an identity in myself, something that was bigger than basketball, like I said 4 years ago, that wouldn't have been a thing for me.
Thank God you do. That's so great. That is so great. I'm so glad to hear that. Out of curiosity, as somebody who was playing major college basketball at a big university where there's, compared to some we know, but there's a lot of money behind the program, right? Yeah. There's a lot going on.
Yes.
Did you feel supported? Did you feel like that you mattered to them as far as what the rest of your life was going to look like?
I think that's such a tough question, because who is them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I guess I don't know the answer to that either.
Yeah, and I think if you look from it from just like this big them as college basketball entity, like the answer is no, because at the end of the day, they're just trying to make money off of, games and off of the tournament and so.
Sure.
But I will say that I think the University of Minnesota and our coaching staff and our athletic director, I do think there was a lot of support there. And I think there truly still is. Obviously, it sucks to see Ben go, but you can tell that Coyle cares and he wants to see this program go in the right direction. And that's why you make a move like that, right? And that's why you try to bring somebody in that's had some success and has won as a Minnesota guy. So I think that overarching question is tough. But when you look at it from like my family, my fiance, the University of Minnesota, the athletic director, like the people that I surround my life with, I was very supported. But I think if you think of like a big, broader term, at the end of the day, it's just a business for a lot of these guys, and they just want the dollar amount.
And it almost has to be. I got it. I think it
totally.
It almost it goes without saying that having Taylor in your life probably makes everything exponentially better.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, I don't know what I would do without it.
So are you saying the pole ad should be in college basketball?
I'm saying the pole ad should be no longer Minnesota, man.
Okay.
Goodness gracious.
Well, there's that too.
Amen.
It stinks to see some of these kids on, these younger kids on social media that are just like, they just want to go to the ballpark and watch the Twins and be competitive and have a team that cares about them. And clearly that's not where they're at right now. And like you guys were saying earlier, we don't know these people. Like, they could be great humans, but they're not doing the best for our sports team right now.
I stopped by a good person, bad owner.
Exactly.
I stopped by New Horizon yesterday and interviewed some of the toddlers there, and this was one of the kids talking to the pole ads.
Quit, you're lying.
I mean, these are toddlers.
It's a smart
at
kid.
New Horizon.
I love a young skeptic.
Young skeptic. Was that you? Were you a young
That's
skeptic?
his rap name, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. I just rap about conspiracy theories and how they have no evidence to support them.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Headlines next with Parker Fox and the rest of the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
And thank you, buildersremodelers.com for that fan fight.
The Fan.
So, guys, I want you to know. Zach, did you have something to say?
Yeah, I do.
You go ahead, baby. You say it. Say it and say it strong. Say it proud.
You can join us, the Power Trip Morning Show, when we take over Las Vegas, October 23rd through the 27th. All thanks to Carousel Travel, from watch parties to a live broadcast, from Tom's Watch Bar to exclusive experiences and a custom branded Bill's swag package. You will not want to miss out. The only way to experience this all is by booking your spot on the trip today. Book now at KFAN.com, keyword Vegas. Again, open bar in Las Vegas. Say less.
How long are you going to talk?
Say less.
Just a couple months away. Should It'll be a good time to go.
Hey, by the way, Directo.
Football season.
Is that good, Directo? I'm going to need help with something today. I forgot. I'm going to Vegas next week. I have to bring my own broadcast equipment. So you help me figure that out, please, or at least remind me to do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Do you want to go to Vegas, Parker Fox?
Of course. Who doesn't want to go to Vegas?
Do you want to come with us?
Yeah, I'm going in your suitcase. Actually, you're going in the suitcase. Take your seat.
I was going to say that's a huge suitcase. Unless we're going to cut you up.
Cut you up. He is. He's got that in him.
There's a handful of movies and TV shows that do that. I'm always intrigued by that when they kill somebody and then cut them up and put them into a suitcase.
You're weird.
Kerry Russell and Matt Reese had to do that in The Americans, basically like break every bone in a dude's body to get him into a suitcase. I always like watching that. It's a good watch.
Is that practical serial killer energy?
No idea. I don't know. If Sauce was here, he would tell you because he's a serial killer aficionado. I'm just a fan of Kerry Russell.
Practical.
Yep. All right.
You're very
Now it's time for Headlines.
Headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com. Go solar, get solar panels put on. And if you're thinking solar, the only way to go is Wolf River Electric. Those guys are the best. Saving money like crazy with the old solar panels. All right, so speaking of saving money.
At Menards?
Am I allowed to brag for 7 seconds?
Hell yeah, brag for 20.
And the clock starts now.
I make $3,000 more a year than all of you.
Say that one more time.
I make
Definitely me. I make no money.
$3,000 a year more than every single one of you. Now, again, I'm one of those people. I don't want to know how much you guys make. I don't need to know. We don't need to compare and contrast. I just know
You don't want to feel sad?
that I make at least $3,000 more than each one of you. Can I tell you how I know that?
Salary transparency.
A new poll of Gen Zers and millennials found that having friends costs about $250 a month.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a friend.
There is $3,000 a year that I save. So, suckers!
Your friends with chicken tenders.
So,
those cost
have
money.
fun with your friends. I'm going to go hang out with my $3,000. Best of luck.
Aren't daughters expensive? It's got to cancel it out.
Oh, way more than cancels that out. 44% of Gen Zers and millennials have skipped a major event with friends because of the cost.
Wow.
The money spent on brunches, dinners, bar nights, general hangs. Average for men, by the way, $296. Average for women, $208. My guess that's just a bunch of dudes just going to grab a beer. Let's go get some beer.
Yeah.
So yeah, $296 for men, $208 for women.
Really?
On friends every month.
Do you want to hear something weird?
I don't. Yeah,
you go ahead.
I just don't agree. I just feel like the women would be higher. Women are expensive.
But maybe women hanging out with other women is less than we think. I don't know.
Maybe.
Plus, they
cost
drink
me about
free
$30.
to like 10 or something in those places.
Good point.
How much it costs you, Hawk?
About $30.
Yeah, that's a good
I don't
deal.
hang out in cool places.
Yeah.
Cassie May is the other singer in the Dillos, you know? She's got a girl she grew up with named Jen Zier.
No way.
How weird is that?
No way.
That's pretty cool.
We were just talking about this the other day.
But she's not a Gen Z person?
No, no. She's
Millennial or something?
Yeah, like a millennial. Her last name is Zier, and her
Z.
I don't know how you spell it.
I-R or
That's gotta be
I-E-R?
I'm not
German.
sure. And her first name is Jennifer, but everybody calls her Jen, so she's Jen Zier. I love
Jennifer
that.
Zier.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, she's got a brother named Bra.
Brazier.
I made that part up. Speaking of Braziers, Johnny Bones is on the phone.
Hi, Johnny Bones.
Kids, how we doing?
Did you just wake up, Sweet Pea?
I did. We had kind of a late night last night.
You sound refreshed.
Yeah, you do sound refreshed. Were you out drinks?
I feel refreshed.
Were there adult beverages involved?
No, there were not. There was just scrambling. A couple of adult beverages, but mostly just scrambling to make sure everything was set for the website and the podcast and everything else. So.
I'm going to guess there'll be a new episode coming out pretty quick, right?
Yeah, well, we are actually in the middle, just starting an episode yesterday when the news broke. So we quickly pivoted and just turned that into the whole episode. So there is one out there on patreon.com/Gleeman. And then we'll do the free one tomorrow morning.
So what kind
on
of
video and on YouTube.
What kind of relief did you and Aaron both experience when you finally got the good news that the poll ads also want to win?
Yeah, I just put out a tweet basically saying that the entire episode was about equal parts of, analysis on what we think happened or, what that meant for the future, and then a lot of venting. It's just, there's no way to spin it as any kind of news, I think, other than bad for Twins fans. This is a franchise that has been, stewarded, I guess, by the Poles for 40 years. We know what that means. It means that, we're going to have, and I don't see a lot of change in that behavior, given the fact that, this money that they're probably receiving is going to run out at some point too, from however they've been losing money. And, soon, I just don't think that there's going to give any kind of evidence that they're going to further invest in the franchise, given this change and adding a couple of minority owners. I think it's the opposite is probably more likely. It's more likely that they run this baseball team like a business, and in Major League Baseball, the easiest way to make money is to cut payroll to the bone and just take the money that Major League Baseball gets you as part of all those national contracts and pocket that money.
Just a couple of days ago, John, you reiterated the point that you make from time to time that most ticket sales occur before the season starts, right? I think you said something like 85%, right?
Yep.
How significant of a drop do you believe next year is going to see? Do you truly believe all the people on social media that are saying, I'm done, I'm canceling my season tickets? I would have held on to them if it would have been a new ownership group because I love baseball and I love Target Field, but as long as the Pohlads are the owners, my season tickets are not going to be renewed. Do you believe we will see a significant drop next year?
Well, it depends what you think by significant. I wouldn't be shocked if a 20% drop. I've been doing this for 20 years, covering this team and its fans for 20, 25 years. You hear a lot of people say they're going to not go, and then they end up going, right? Or they're not going to ever give the Pohlads a dime, and then they end up going to the games. And they renew their season tickets or whatever. That said, it's going to absolutely impact this team's attendance next year. I think they went from this year they're already close to the lowest attendance in Target Field history if you keep the COVID years out of it. And I think next year they will surely set that record. And I wouldn't be shocked if it goes down from like 1.8 million to 1.5 million, something like that. And that's going to be, that said, take advantage of it if you're a fan. Get some tickets out in the third market. They're going to be cheap. And go out there and have some fun at Target Field. Watch some baseball.
What about you? What changes for you moving forward? Will you go to as many games under the Pohlad
ownership
I will.
Group?
They still have beer, right?
I don't know if you know this. I've got a couple businesses tied to the Minnesota Twins right now.
So is this level of hatred, though, good for business or bad? Because obviously there's passion, right? These fans probably want to read everything you're doing right now.
Yeah, short term it's been great for business. Absolutely. Long term, that's a bigger of us. There is no question. It absolutely hurts us long term. But, I love baseball. Will I pay probably a little more attention to my wife's Philadelphia Phillies? Probably than I used to in the past. But I've been with this franchise through, dark a times as this. This is the same. I mean, as angry as everybody is at the Pohlads right now and saying, that there's never been anger. Don't forget they tried to contract the team in 2002.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they just tried to disintegrate the team into nothing for $250 million. And, that failed business move by them worked out pretty well because now they're from 1.5 to 1.7. So, we'll last longer, I think, than the Pohlads. It's just that we're going to have to wait them out a little longer.
Let me ask you a question that you may have already answered in passing or on the money, but break it down to me as simply as possible. What really happened? Did they change their mind? Was there no legitimate buyer that was out there and it was getting embarrassing for them? What do you think the bottom line truly is about why they changed their mind?
Well, I think this easy solution is that they didn't get what they wanted, one way or the other, right? We don't know the specifics, Chris. I haven't talked to anybody that knows the specifics of what happened there. And so, for whatever reason, I think they were honestly trying to sell it. Certainly Ishbia was honestly trying to buy it back in March, and I think they were honestly trying to sell it now as well. Now, whether that fell through because they couldn't get the price they wanted or because the people who had the price they wanted couldn't get a approved by Major League Baseball, or, there was a split in the POLADs, or there was some problem with the $400 million worth of loans. I don't know. I just don't know exactly what happened. But bottom line is they couldn't sell it for the $1.7 billion we think that they wanted. For something got in the way of that, whether it was they just couldn't find a buyer or the buyer couldn't get approved or what, I don't know. But instead, what they're going to do is they're going to go with a couple of smaller buyers. And, from the Joe Polad kept saying this is the best possible, this is a better solution than he could have hoped for. Well, it is for him, right? Because he wanted to keep the team, control the team, but he needed cash. But they needed cash to pay off all these loans.
Right.
And yeah, this essentially does all of that. It's just not the best solution necessarily for the fans.
Go ahead, Zacho, please.
Is there a reason why? I mean, because this announcement didn't have to be made yesterday, and they also didn't name the two partnership groups that they're going into business with here. Is there a reason for that? Like, what the timing of it just seemed very, very weird.
Yeah. We came up with the same question during the instant reaction podcast we had yesterday, which, again, I can only assume it's not great news. Like, if they had something great to announce to the fans, they would have announced something to the fans. They would have buttoned things up and announced it to the fans on their timeline, right? If it was, hey, we've got these great new partners and here's what they can do for us, and it's going to mean an extra investment in the team, etc., that would have all come out. There's no reason not to say that stuff. And instead, they just said, hey, we've loved owning this for 40 more years, and now we still get to own it. So, why they did it that way as opposed to actually letting us know in the future. It's certainly not because nobody was breaking news on it, right? Or at least nobody I know was breaking news on it. There was no indication that somebody else was going to break the story first. And if there was, we don't know. We haven't gotten any information like that since then. So I'm puzzled by the timing of it, but I don't view it as good news. I view it as probably bad news that they announced it the way they did.
All right, twinsdaily.com, Gleeman and the Geek podcast, all things Polads all the time, the last 24 hours. If you want to see the best coverage, go to twinsdaily.com or Gleeman and the Geek. Thanks, Bonus.
Yeah. And or if you just want to listen to two guys venting.
Yeah.
It's my favorite podcast.
That should be the name of the podcast. That's
all right. See you later.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye.
See you later. Appreciate you calling, dude. Thank you. There he goes.
I like that. He was like, I like baseball and I like beer. I'm still going to go.
Yeah, he's still going to go. Yeah.
Can't blame him.
Yeah,
That's why most fans are going anyways.
Pretty much.
They like to go outside and
so
drink
Tommy said just, an hour and a half ago, whatever. Said, I still like going.
Yeah.
Can't blame him. Speaking of that, though.
What if that is the overwhelming feeling?
What?
What if that is, there's no fallout? What if people still go to the ballpark and nothing changes?
I think there will be. And like you said, it's just a matter of degree, right? There's no doubt people are going to cancel their tickets, but is it enough to get the Polads to care? I don't know. It would have to be significant, right? But I mean they're going to lose some people.
They're going to lose people. I mean, I'm a pretty big Twins fan, I'd say, for just like if you were to rank like fandom out, obviously they're probably the least of my four favorite Minnesota teams, but like it's even hard for me to even go buy a ticket right now. Mm-hmm. And that's not really because of the Polads. It's just because, it has a little effect, but it's just not the same energy in there. You know what I mean? Like when you go to the game, like last year I went to all the playoff games and I was like so excited to get the tickets on the drop and fired up. And this year comes around and there's a little Polad drama probably, but it's not the same effect. I think, and when you lose players and like Correa and those kind of situations, like that's where fans truly like attach themselves to individuals. And I think that's where that's the hardest part right now.
Back to drinking for a second, because this sounds like that's still allowed at Target Field.
Yeah, and that's going to get you through those games.
According to a new Gallup poll released just yesterday, this is the lowest number since Gallup started tracking this in 1939. Give me the percentage of Americans who say they drink.
Oh, gosh. It's probably gone down a lot.
Lowest since 39. What percentage of adult Americans say they drink at least occasionally?
54?
That is the exact number.
Are you kidding me?
54.
Fuck.
In 2022, this is right, still kind of COVID still hanging on, right?
Yeah.
It was still pandemic time, not shutdown, lockdown, like in 2020, but 67% said they were drinkers. But they're saying they believe the decline is that more and more young people see it as a health risk, and a young wave of people that are just like, that's just not going to be a part of my lifestyle anymore. So, all the way back to 1939, this is the lowest it's ever been.
Wow.
54.
I mean, it probably spiked a little bit during COVID, too, because people were so bored, didn't know
nothing else to do.
And
stay at home and drink.
Yeah,
stay home and drink.
You ain't driving nowhere. May I also say there's got to be a little bit of a reciprocal effect of Ozempic. I hardly drink at all. It does nothing for me anymore. And Dr. Zach told us last time he was in here, that's one of the things they're seeing is they're starting to use these drugs and find these drugs are helping people with alcoholism and drug problems because it takes away that desire in your brain. And it's definitely done that for me.
Wow.
It's interesting.
Definitely done that for me.
Wow. I've heard that, too.
Here's something else that fits you, Chris. You mentioned it earlier, I believe, to start the show. Today is
cute.
National Tattoo Removal Day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a weird news story I want to play for you. This is I'm a tattoo guy,
Oh, yeah.
but this is weird for me. So a family lost their paterfamilias, the father of the family. He passed away, and they decided they wanted to keep his tattoos. So they had them removed and framed. Yeah.
How do you do that?
Let's find out.
We really had my husband's tattoo preserved. On Friday, after everybody left and I was doing my goodbye, is when the mortician and I stood there and I got to outline the exact tattoo I wanted. My husband having over 70 tattoos, I wanted the surrounding tattoos in it as well. So you outline it and then the tissue is removed, and Save My Ink Forever sent the funeral home a preservation bag and sends it to Save My Ink Forever. When they showed us his tattoo, it was undescribable as to what that felt.
Do you like that, Hawk? Do you want your tattoos saved?
I'm going to look it up right now.
Save my ink forever?
I wonder if it's a picture of it or if it's the skin.
The skin would be weird.
That I agree.
It sounds like it's actually cut off based on that news story, because it sounds like you outline it so the mortician can
I have it here.
do his or her thing.
Oh my God, it is the skin.
Preserves, yeah.
Oh my God.
So you just like put it in a picture frame
Dude,
and
look
hang it
at-
up on your wall?
Look at that is
What?
somebody's. But again, it's your family member.
It's disgusting.
Is that love?
I don't know. You know
I think that's the
I'm gonna
weirdest
tell
thing
you
I've
what it
seen in
is,
a
though.
long
I'm
time.
gonna tell you what it is. I finally figured out what I'm getting you guys for Christmas.
Gosh.
I'm giving
This
each of you a
Christmas?
tattoo. Well, we'll see how the rest of the year goes.
Yeah, let us know.
Is there a tattoo you regret that you today's National Tattoo Removal
for
Day?
sure.
Is there one of them that's like, this didn't turn out the way I wanted, or I don't know why I cared so much about this, I should get rid of
Completely.
this one?
I got one on my leg that is not a bad tattoo. It's a good tattoo. It just doesn't match the rest of my tattoos. It's a fantastic tattoo. It's fine work. I just wish I hadn't done it. I wish I could cover it up. But I probably never will. But that I do have one tattoo that I don't necessarily love.
Are you willing to cut it off and give it to Sauce so he can frame it and put it in his house?
I'm thinking about doing it before I die.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
right
for
now,
sure.
Yeah.
He just wants it.
He wants it.
I called dibs, though.
That's not how dibs doesn't work when it comes to tattoo removal.
Well, after you get off the phone, can we continue the show?
Do you have a lower back?
His body, his choice.
Yep. CNN did a story about how Gen Z's hot new makeup trend is something called the tired girl look.
Can I interrupt you, buddy? I'm so sorry. Mm-hmm. This is. Can you see that from over there?
Is that what I think it is?
This is
3D
somebody's arm
tattoo
tattoo.
preservation.
They put on a fake arm, and it rotates,
Oh, okay.
so it looks like an arm. That is.
I don't like that.
Honey,
That's-
make sure you go say goodnight to Dad's arm.
Yeah.
Why are people so weird?
I mean, it's a cool
Look at it.
concept, though. I'll tell you what.
It is kind of a cool concept. I have to admit, it's kind of a cool thing. Knowing that it, let's say it's your dad or your significant other's tattoo, and that's their arm, makes it less weird. But you walk into somebody's house and there's somebody's skin on their wall.
I don't like the 3D.
I wish I could get it to rotate. It did when it
3D would creep me out. That's like something you find at like a content creator's house, like a David Dobrik or something like that. He's just got an arm sticking out of his wall.
Can you see it? Can you see it rotate? Look at that.
It's like, yeah, this is my buddy's arm. He just passed away.
Yeah.
He's still with us.
Anything for clicks.
Yeah.
Hey, asking for my friend who just texted me. Does it have to have a tattoo on it, or can they just?
Does it have to be an arm?
Yeah, no, yeah. Can they 3D it up?
That's what I want for Christmas, Hawk.
Is it, bud?
Yeah.
All right. I love you. I'll get you that.
Thanks.
Domino's became the first company to deliver pizza by submarine.
What?
Technically a semi-submersible watercraft. Where did
Florida.
they deliver the pizza?
Somewhere in Florida.
No, it has to be something weird like Wisconsin or something like that, or he wouldn't be doing the story. It has to be like a place where it's like landlocked and they did it in a lake or something. Am I right?
Lake Geneva.
Great place. Oh, that place is my jam.
Superior?
I will say Chris is correct that this is definitely thinking outside of the box a little bit. This is not...
He knows you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I brought it up, obviously. It's weird.
I paint them like my French girls.
This might give it away, but let me see if I can get you pointed in the right direction. Give me a body of water where you would assume that pizza probably doesn't need to be delivered.
Italy. The canals.
My buddy Timmy's hot tub. Actually, pizza in that hot tub is probably pro. Mississippi River.
A pool.
The Dead Sea. The Red Sea.
Why wouldn't pizza need to be delivered? What is
Yeah,
he trying to
pizza's
tell
cool
us?
everywhere.
What is he trying to tell us?
What?
I know, there's a deeper meaning to this.
Pizza.
And
Mississippi
Very
River.
deep.
I can't.
Very deep.
Pizza.
Deep
lake,
dish,
lake.
Chicago.
Loch Ness.
Loch Ness. Chris, the last couple of weeks, every time we do this, like, how are you going to guess this? You seem to get there faster than everyone else.
I
Loch
know
Ness.
you.
I mean,
He's been getting there faster than everybody else for.
It's been a problem.
get it
But I got to
fast.
tell you, as I get older, I'm ready to get it over with. So I
You
don't
got
mind
these
anymore.
little blue pills you could take.
efficient.
Thank you.
Loch Ness. I
Wow,
like
weird.
Yeah, Loch Ness. A woman in Utah got arrested after she had one too many drinks. She got angry at her phone
Yeah.
and tried to shoot it and accidentally shot through her neighbor's fence.
it. That's, shoot your phone. That's smart.
Yep. That's having too many drinks if you're willing to shoot your own phone. Thieves broke into a Starbucks near Seattle by tunneling through a wall like bank robbers.
What?
Into a Starbucks.
For mocha?
Have you seen Point Break? Have we talked about this? We talked about the movie earlier in the show, so I bring it up.
I bet he has
I
not.
think, is there two? Is there a new
The
one?
new one
No,
came out.
I mean, yes,
yeah.
but no.
I've seen the new one.
Oh, my God.
The old one just looks so old.
Oh, no.
Do I need to watch it? Is it good?
I think it might change your life.
Really?
I
That
think it
good?
might. It's good.
I want my life changed right now.
I
I'm going
think
to watch it
You
today.
need to watch it then.
It's so good.
There's other films I would tell you that you need to watch as well that would change your life.
I'm sure.
I don't even mean filthy ones, but I got those two.
I think maybe what just happened is why I hate when they reboot movies.
Why you hate me?
No, because
70% Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, here we go.
the fact that you've seen the remake and not the original breaks my heart because the new one is so bad.
You know what? I thought the new one was pretty good.
Oh,
He's actually
my
crying.
God.
He's actually crying
Keep
over
going.
there.
Keep going. Tell him how. And actually watch the old one and tell him that.
Tell him
but
it's better.
It's better.
Tell him it's better.
The new
Oh
one
my
is better
God.
than the old one.
Oh, don't do it. You'll break my heart.
It'll
And
spontaneously combust.
if you want to make Zach happy, watch the old one and then tell him you don't think Patrick Swayze's attractive because he needs somebody on his side.
I wouldn't do that to you, Zach. He's clearly an attractive man.
No,
Oh,
it's the
no,
opposite.
it's
He
not.
thinks he's dead from the
Overrated.
neck up.
Overrated.
Are you
yeah.
serious?
No.
It's
Wow.
Swayze's a god.
But
Doesn't do it
I
for
haven't
you?
seen the movie
Greek God.
either, but peak Keanu. I've seen clips of the movie.
I'll see it.
Keanu, Pikachu,
I choose you.
Pokemon.
And Keanu Reeves,
Got to catch him.
Patrick Swayze.
Did you see, by the
Gary
way,
Busey.
they had trouble in Japan because they have these Pokemon toys in the Happy Meals, and adults are buying them and just leaving the food on the street, and there's so much scattered litter and French fries on the street in Japan.
Look, if they're valuable, I love it. But who's
I know.
throwing out Happy Meals?
I know.
Why can't you do both?
Bring
Have
them
some
here.
nuggets and then sell the
There's
toy
like 4
online.
nuggets in that little Happy Meal.
Yeah.
No,
I'm eating those things.
you damn right you are,
Man.
Parker. You're a delight.
See you
You guys are
tomorrow,
delightful. I know.
Parker. You're back tomorrow.
You have the letters already picked out?
well, yeah, it's the only remaining package.
Trying to look into your eyes right now.
Don't do that.
No, you don't wanna
it's
do
a
that.
Really deep, dark abscess in there.
Can't believe
See
you
you guys
like
tomorrow.
the new
Love
Point
you, buddy.
Break. 9 to noon is next. Power Trip tomorrow, 5:30 to 9 with the quarterfinal number 9 of the Initials Invitational. Tomorrow it's AJ, Nordo, Brian Oak, Parker Fox, and Taylor Heisey. That's tomorrow at 8:15. See you tomorrow, everybody.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abba Dabba. Enjoy this beautiful day. Enjoy it, man. We're here. Let's go.
presents the Big Three Playoffs. This Sunday, the remaining 4 teams battle to make the championship in the most physical, fierce, and competitive basketball league in the world. The action starts with the Big Three Monster Energy Celebrity Game. Then Dwight Howard and his LA Riot take on Montrezl Harrell and Dr. J Chicago Triplets. The finale will see popular Miami 305 with stars MVP Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson take on Nancy Lieberman's Dallas Power. Who will make it to the Big Three Championship? The no-holds-barred action starts Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific, only on CBS.